Hello, my name is Ritvik, and today I'm here to talk about Project Group's 8 presentation, Craigslist Car Price Prediction. So what we have here is that we have a sort of inputs here, and then we have a prediction button. And basically the way this works is that we've trained a machine learning model in order to make a prediction based off all of these different conditions you see here. So I'll just show one prediction here. You can see. So it sort of takes all of these variables in and spits out a prediction of what it thinks the predicted price is, and this is our visualization. So in order to do this, we used a data set of about 500,000 rows, which is quite a lot. We don't actually load the data set into our Streamlit application because of how big it is. Instead, what we do is that we just load a model that we trained using pytorch. Now, what pytorch is, it's a library created by Facebook, and you can basically deploy machine learning models very quickly with it. So we had to do some data cleaning. There are a lot of null values, so we had to fill .fill through these and sort of get all the null values out of the way. And then we had to change the categorical values into numerical values, as you can see here. And another thing we had to do is that when we finally put it in, we had to normalize the inputs to be between 0 and 1. This is just something PyTorch requires, but it's generally a good idea to do this for machine learning models. It usually makes your model run a bit better. And for the model itself, it's just a single layer neural network. And we sort of have a loss function, mean squared error, and then we plot the loss, see where it's low, and then we make predictions by denormalizing, and we get predictions. We'll see PyTorch allows us to save the model to a file. So that way, instead of loading the data set into the application every single time, what we can just do is we can load the model, and the model is much smaller and makes predictions pretty well. So you'll see I can change something like, I'll change the title status of the car to parts only, and we'll see here the price gets lowered. So this sort of generally sees the pattern. Of course, some things don't make perfect sense, like, the year goes back to like 1903, and you can select like hybrid cars. So some of the things here you can do are a little silly, but Craigslist itself has like some, it's anyone can put anything there. Like people put car prices for 0, people put car prices for $1 million. This is just like a visualization of how these variables sort of play with each other, and you can just play around with this and it'll sort of make predictions, and you can see how these all go together and see which variables determine which variables increase the price, which variables decrease the price, and that'll give you like a good idea of how any car you put into Craigslist could be priced. So if you want to list your own car on Craigslist, you can sort of use this and find a roughly good price based on other cars. So in order to run this, you do have to have PyTorch locally installed. We could not put this on Heroku because PyTorch is a pretty big library and Heroku doesn't allow very large libraries. But all you do is you can either pip install it, or you can use something like Chocolatey to install it as well, that we talked about in class. And then you need the cars.pickle file that will be provided in the GitHub here. You just need that in the same folder.